The movie Crash, directed by Paul Haggis and released in 2004, is a thought-provoking exploration of racial tensions and prejudice in contemporary American society. The ensemble cast includes Don Cheadle as Detective Graham Waters, Sandra Bullock as Jean Cabot, Matt Dillon as Officer John Ryan, and Thandie Newton as Christine Thayer. Through their interwoven storylines, the film examines the complex ways in which people of different races and backgrounds interact with each other, often in ways that reveal their deepest fears, biases, and vulnerabilities. Detective Graham Waters is a black police officer struggling with his own personal demons, including a drug addiction and a failing marriage. He is partnered with a Latino officer named Rhea, played by Jennifer Esposito, and together they investigate a series of carjackings and other crimes that occur in and around Los Angeles. As they delve deeper into the case, they confront their own prejudices and assumptions about the people they encounter, including the victims and suspects of the crimes they investigate. Jean Cabot is a wealthy white woman who lives in a gated community with her husband, Rick, played by Brendan Fraser. She is deeply fearful of people of color, and this fear is amplified when she and her husband are carjacked by two young black men. Her interactions with the other characters in the film, particularly her Latina housekeeper, Maria, played by Yomi Perry, reveal the ways in which her racism is deeply ingrained and often unconscious. Officer John Ryan is a white police officer who is haunted by his own past mistakes and struggles to reconcile his sense of duty with his own personal biases. He is particularly hostile toward people of color, and his interactions with the other characters in the film often reveal the ways in which his own prejudices are rooted in his fear and resentment of those who are different from him. Christine Thayer is a black woman who is married to a white man, Peter, played by Lawrence Tate. She is also the victim of a racist encounter with Officer Ryan, which has profound and lasting consequences for her and her husband. Her storyline is particularly poignant, as it highlights the ways in which even the most seemingly progressive and open-minded people can be blind to their own biases and prejudices. As these characters and their stories intertwine, the film explores the many ways in which race, class, and power intersect in American society. It is a powerful and challenging film that asks its audience to confront their own biases and assumptions, and to consider the ways in which they contribute to the larger social and cultural dynamics that shape our world. One of the key themes of Crash is the idea of crashing into each other, both literally and figuratively. The film's opening scene depicts a car accident, and from there, the film follows a series of collisions and interactions between the various characters. These collisions are not just physical, but also emotional and psychological, as the characters struggle to navigate the complex and often fraught terrain of race and identity in contemporary America. Another theme of the film is the idea of power and privilege, and how these dynamics shape our interactions with others. The characters in Crash are all grappling with their own sense of powerlessness and vulnerability, even as they try to assert their dominance and control over others. The film suggests that these power struggles are often at the root of our prejudices and biases, and that we must learn to recognize and confront them if we are ever to overcome the divisions that separate us. The film's complex narrative structure, which weaves together multiple storylines and perspectives, is one of its greatest strengths. By presenting a diverse range of characters and perspectives, the film invites its audience to consider the many different ways in which race and identity intersect in contemporary America. The film also challenges our assumptions and stereotypes about race, revealing the ways in which even the most seemingly enlightened and progressive individuals can be blind to their own biases and prejudices. Ultimately, Crash is a deeply unsettling and thought-provoking film that asks its audience to confront some of the most difficult and uncomfortable aspects of American society. It is a film that challenges us to look beyond the surface-level differences that separate us and to see the humanity and complexity in all those around us. Through its powerful storytelling and nuanced characterizations, Crash offers a searing critique of the ways in which race and identity shape our lives, and a compelling vision for how we might move forward toward a more just and equitable future.